Ah.
Hello, and welcome to You Don't Even Know. I'm Josiah Brainerd.
I'm Justin Brainerd.
I'm Jordan Brainerd.
And we're starting now. Welcome to the show.
Without further delay.
It's just annoying because we've been sitting out here in the garage, which isn't a very warm place. I mean, it's not that bad because Justin brought a heater out.
It's freezing.
But we've been sitting out here for literally one entire hour just, like, talking about what we're going to talk about. And I'm like, why don't we just start talking about it, you know?
Well, go ahead, Josiah. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I have a real sweet app I've been playing.
Is it another bad app?
No, it's, like, really good.
Is it another runner?
No. I hate runners.
I'm excited. Show me this non-runner app.
Okay, it's called Rodeo Stampede. And it is a game where you hop onto an animal and ride them through a stampede. You only have a certain amount of time to ride each animal before they like throw you off or eat you or something.
Or eat
so then you jump off and grab onto the next animal, and you have your thumb on the screen, and you're kind of dragging your thumb back and forth, and that's how you steer the guy. And then when you want to move on to the next animal, you just lift your thumb up, and he jumps off, and then put your thumb back down, and he lassos whatever's under you.
Is this the same people that made Crossy Road?
What's Crossy Road?
It looks exactly like Crossy Road.
I actually don't know.
It looks like Minecraft and Crossy Road had a baby.
I think it's maybe.
Do you see the resemblance?
Yeah, it definitely has that like
ugly Crossy Road.
The camera angle's the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The graphics are the same.
It's the same game, but with a different gimmick.
Let me see. I'm really curious now. I am really curious.
This one's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, so if anybody's played Crossy Road, that isn't a good game.
No, Crossroads not very good. It's like Bad Frogger.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And
Let's see. What other games have the creators of Rodeo Stampede made? Not Crossy Road.
so they just ripped off Crossy Road.
I guess so. Well, that's fine. It's a good game. I like it. And then, so you have you're running a zoo in the sky. It's like a floating zoo that's like on a big like blimp thing. And so as you get part of the stampede, you're taming animals. As you hop onto like a new animal you've never ridden before, and then you stay on it for a certain period of time, and then you tame it. And when you tame it, you get to add it to your zoo in the sky, and then you get money from zoo profits to upgrade your animals and like
Upgrade them? Are they like cars that you could add a new exhaust to?
kinda. I mean, they're not.
I'm going to put a new exhaust on this elephant.
Basically, it lets you stay on them for longer and lets them go faster and different things like that.
Oh, okay. Those are upgrades.
Yeah.
You're staying on for the whole 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Have you played, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm playing right now.
Is it a terrible game?
Jordan, talking to your microphone.
Hey, Jordan, you want to talk into your microphone?
Yeah, I want to talk about.
Oh, hi, Jordan. I can hear you now.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
hey,
it's
Agola.
actually pretty good. It's really simple.
Yeah, super simps. I like these like little simple games that you could just like pick up and play every once in a while.
And then drop after 30 minutes and never touch
I mean,
again?
next week it'll be just deleted. I don't even have it on my phone anymore.
Okay, good. That's quite an endorsement.
Yeah, like since last time we've played, I have both installed and deleted
Mm-hmm.
probably 3 different games, including Super Mario Run, which I would just want to take a brief moment and talk about how annoying it is to be so excited about Super Mario Run because it's Super Mario on your phone for the first time.
Ooh.
And then you get through the first world, and you're like, wow, that was pretty fun. I'm glad I played that.
Oh, great,
And then
Mario.
you're like halfway through Bowser's Castle, and the first Bowser's Castle, and they're like, $10, please.
What?
Would you like to play $10?
Would you like to pay $10 to continue the level that you're in the middle of?
So it's freemium,
It's the worst kind of freemium.
but like it says free to download on the App Store, and then you have to pay to do Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, you could play the first 2
Oh,
levels and get all into it, and then it's $10.
Is there only that one paywall, or is there...
I don't know.
Is there like $10 per world?
I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh, that would suck.
I think that paywall unlocks the whole rest of the game.
Okay.
which is kind of nice.
Yeah, they said one low fee. When they got up there at Apple, they said the whole game will be available for one low price.
But
So
a $10 app, I do not consider $10 a low price in the App Store world.
No.
I consider $5 a medium price. I think $3 is as high as you can go with calling it a low price.
$2.99 or get out of my face.
Yeah, I don't even look at it if it's above $2.99.
So you didn't pay the $10?
No, I didn't. I don't think I ever will until they lower that price.
Do you think they'll ever lower it?
Oh yeah, I think there's enough people. Based just on what I've been seeing, scroll through my personal social media feeds and all of my friends that just didn't pay it. They're like, no, I don't need to play the rest of Mario. It is not worth $10. It's worth $5.
It's a basic runner that has a Mario skin on it.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
It's really good looking, and it was really like fun, and it was great to get to touch Mario.
But it's still just a runner for
It's
$10.
Yeah, it's not a $10 app.
Do you think this game's better?
Is this better than Mario Run?
It is because it's all the way free all the time.
Well, unless you want some coins for upgrading your zoo or something.
Yeah, but you could like earn those.
Yeah.
You can't earn the rest of the Mario universe.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't like, hey, I got Peach this one time. Can I have $10?
Yeah, you can't run like a perfect run on the first two worlds
To
and
unlock.
then, unlock it. Like that's my favorite kind of freemium, where you could do it either way.
Yeah.
You could invest time or money, but both let you play the whole game. The kind of freemium where it's like, here, try a little bit. Okay, now pay us a ton. That's the worst.
Oh,
That's
that.
actually how this is a sign of Nintendo just aging themselves, because back in the old pre-super freemium era,
Yeah.
you had Plants vs. Zombies, like the original,
Yeah.
that would let you pay $3 for more stuff.
Nintendo.
And
did
then
that?
you
Well, no,
could
no.
pay
It was
$3
even
for
before
more
that.
stuff.
The very first freemiums, like
Were-
Angry Birds, there was
99 cents to buy
Angry
the game.
Birds was $3.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could go get Angry Birds free and play through the first world.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's all you got for free. And it makes sense. But $10?
So
No.
it's
No one's going to pay that.
It's Nintendo dating themselves and
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, we
don't
understand
know.
how apps used to sell a lot
Yeah.
4 years ago."
Yeah. Back in the dark ages.
Yeah, of appdom.
Yeah. My gosh. See, that was annoying. What else? What other apps are fun? Are apps fun?
Sometimes.
That's the burning question. Are apps fun anymore?
They used to be fun. And then they just made them like either pay for it or get really addicted to it. And I don't think getting addicted to it's really fun. I think it's like taking advantage of some people.
Can we play Vainglory again?
Oh my gosh.
Vainglory's fun.
Have you guys played Vainglory?
When there's a team involved.
yeah.
Can you have a good team?
Yeah. If anybody,
fun.
if anybody
Everybody
out
go home
there
and play
in
Vainglory.
the podcast world that is listening to us right now
Wants to play Vainglory with
wants
us.
to play Vainglory against us,
Yeah.
oh gosh, we would love that.
We'll beat you too.
Maybe. I mean, we haven't played in a long time. Give us a week.
We
but
should play more.
Yeah.
So-
After this, you guys want to
Yeah.
play Vainglory?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, just right now.
Just start
Just
playing.
during the show.
Just during show, we'll just like everyone can listen
Be
to us
playing
play
Vainglory.
Vainglory.
Mhm.
That'd be really good radio.
Oh boy.
Speaking of things that suck, like Super Mario Run, like all Apple products.
Why are they making such bad products nowadays?
Yeah.
Even though we're all sitting on something Apple or multiple devices.
Yeah, we all have a
Apple?
bunch of Apple things.
Yeah,
in
so
front
we
of
all
us.
have a bunch of Apple stuff. So obviously we believe in Apple.
We
do.
believe
So-
in them, or
so
we
I-
used to.
I think it's our right more than anyone's to, or just as much as anyone's, to
Yeah.
disagree with their current direction.
Because we obviously, at one point, I mean, in front of me, there is a iPad, a iPhone, and 2 MacBooks.
And an iPhone over here.
Oh, and there's an iPhone over there, and there's another iPad right there.
There's a
and Justin
mini.
probably has his iPhone somewhere nearby. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, they're all
and
here.
3
yeah,
iPhones,
There's, let's see, 1,
2
2,
tablets, and
3,
2
4, 5,
laptops.
6, 7 expensive Apple products.
Yeah,
on this
expensive.
table.
Yeah,
Is there cheap Apple product?
No, that's the point.
not even headphones.
Yeah.
You forgot
Oh my
about your
gosh.
watch.
Can't get
Oh,
it
yeah,
after.
sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I have an Apple Watch too.
Okay.
That's how much I believe in it. I even got the wearable.
Yeah.
But the direction they're going, like before the 7 came out, let's rewind the clock 2 years ago. I upgraded from a 4S to a 6 with my upgrade. That was great. And then I was planning 2 years after that
Hate the
to
giant
upgrade
phones.
from the 6 because I couldn't upgrade again on the 6S because I was on the 2-year rotation. So I was going to do the 7. That was my turn.
But the 7 sucks.
When the 7 came out, it sucked so much. I used my upgrade, and it would have been the same price for me to get the 7, but I got the 6S.
What?
I can't stand where they're headed. I can't stand not having the headphone port. They just took away a feature.
Like, thank you for screwing us.
Like 90% of the time, when I have headphones plugged into my phone, I'm using the lightning port as well. I'm charging my phone. Like I'm laying in bed, listening to a podcast, falling asleep, and charging my phone, or it's in my car charging, and I'm running the stereo with it. Like
I'm using both simultaneously.
I'm not an active person, so it's not like I'm running with my
that doesn't happen.
like
With your earbuds in?
with my earbuds in.
Your earbuds falling
Yeah,
down?
my
Here.
AirPods.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, learning what they're called.
AirPods.
I figured they'd call them earbuds.
Yeah.
And then the new
That was a
laptop.
movie, though.
Let's briefly touch this one.
Ugh.
So they got rid of
Everything.
all connectors
They stripped
except a brand new kind of connector that had never been on their laptop before.
Oh, wait, Josiah, can I add to this? Can I add to this? This is in the same keynote where they spent a 10-hour Johnny Ives puff piece talking about accessibility and how easy it was to use their devices
Yeah.
and how anybody, even if you're blind or, is stuck in a chair or
Yeah, we
like,
have a way for you to use
you
it.
can use our devices. But
you
if
can't
you're
plug any of your old stuff into it.
if you're part of our pro demographic, what is this? This is the MacBook
Pro, professional.
Yes,
Okay,
pro.
So if you're part of the pro marketplace, screw you guys. You can't use this device at all. So they removed. How much did they strip out of these things?
Well, I don't. We have the old one right there.
Okay.
So we used to have. Oh gosh.
Oh, my
the
gosh.
worst one, MagSafe. They got rid of that.
They got rid of MagSafe?
I can't even fathom why they would get rid of the best charging port in the world.
It's the most
That's
popular.
what I coveted about MacBooks for so long because
The breakaway charging port.
And I
there's
just
no
got-
way to break it.
I
You
just
rip
got
it
all
off.
the adapters for the Lightning stuff.
Yeah. So we had all the
Or
we
Thunderbolt, sorry.
yeah.
Thunderbolt.
we had Thunderbolt,
Yep.
which
Thunderbolt.
which they screamed about for so long how
It's so
amazing
fast.
their Thunderbolt connector was
Thunderbolt
and how fast it
2.0.
was. And Thunderbolt 2, you could daisy chain stuff on it like you could with FireWire, and it was so amazing. But now they just abandoned it. They're like, yeah, we just
And-
made everybody buy all these $50 connectors to plug in all their peripherals to Thunderbolt because it's so fast.
The stockholders did make them bring down the adapters after this laptop came out.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
good,
Yep. They brought them down by half, I think.
good.
Yep.
It should.
Because they took off the HDMI port
Yeah, there's no HDMI.
and there's no normal USB.
There's no normal USB. There's
was there an
no,
HDMI port in the old
There's
one?
an
There's
HDMI
Jordan
port.
has an HDMI port
You
on
could
his
go
laptop.
straight HDMI to
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I know.
and an
How
SD card.
useful is that?
And an SD card spot.
Ugh.
I'm just never getting rid of this laptop.
No, just
It's the last good one.
just never let it die.
Oh, by the way, what did they keep on that laptop?
The headphone jack.
The headphone
the
jack.
but I thought you didn't need one
But
because
what
of
about
courage. Because I have courage to remove it from the phone.
Why
which
would
is
you
probably
not?
a more necessary place to have a headphone jack because
Yeah.
you don't want to have all these connectors plugged into your phone. Like, I would understand more getting the headphone, removing the headphone jack from the computer because you can have a connector permanently plugged in, or you can have a connector in your laptop bag, and when you
Yeah,
set it
you
up.
carry around a bag of crap for
Yeah,
your
I understand
laptop.
having connectors with your laptop, but having connectors with your phone,
Stuff.
you don't want to carry connectors around in your pocket. Like, girls don't even have pockets a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like, my wife rarely has pockets
Never
and
seen
rarely
a
has
pocket
a
on
purse.
a girl. Or a purse. They carry nothing.
Right.
You know what they carry around? They have their phone clutched in their hand in a death grip.
and a headphone
that's it.
adapter
Yeah.
taped to their case now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
You're carrying around a dongle, which is now
Like-
something to lose.
Like, I'll understand when they make the phone as thin as a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Take off whatever you need to.
Go ahead.
But
Yeah.
if you just leave it the same thickness,
Because it's the same size. They didn't
Which
even
they
make it
did.
thinner.
Oh, no, you know what they put in
Another
instead of
speaker.
the headphones?
Yeah. Another speaker.
No, they put
Another-
in like a barometer or something. There was some
No,
other sensor.
I
that
have a
they
barometer
added.
on this one.
Yeah, on the 6 Plus.
They said they added some dumb
A
thing.
6S.
speaker.
Yeah, a speaker. Oh, we put in 2 speakers. No, you took away
You took away
2 headphones.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh, also the keyboard sticks on the new low
Travel.
travel keys.
Oh, yeah, the key
That-
stick?
The keyboard, the space bar
You
gets
should
stuck.
Probably stop spilling soda on it.
No, I'm saying it just gets stuck. Like it gets underneath the little aluminum
You
lip.
should take that
Really?
back to Apple. That's
yeah,
new.
that's
They'll-
the
they'll
worst.
Yeah,
fix that.
I found a bug.
By the way, Apple's good about fixing things.
Yeah, they're pretty good at it.
They're good about fixing things, but
Except
they're bad about
the-
making things now.
the 6S is having all those problems with the
Our batteries are
touch
dying now.
on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just like touching stuff
Yep.
at random and like calling people and doing all this nonsense.
Yeah.
And Apple's like, no, we're not going to fix that for free. You have
Yeah.
to pay us $150.
Yeah. You know why? You know why? All of a sudden the 6S's are crapping out because they want people to buy the 7.
Yep. Because they have
Yeah.
regrets.
All of a sudden, when we upgraded our OSs, our 6S's were working fine, and this is not a hardware problem, people. Apple is killing the 6S with their software.
It's true.
They put malware in their own code
That's another
to force
conspiracy.
people to go to their bad iPhone 7.
Gosh, it's so annoying because every update I'm like, is this going to make it worse or is
Yeah.
this going to fix the problem I've been having?
Nope.
Because they were fine before, and all of a sudden your battery dies in like it gets 1% of battery per minute of
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
So you
It's
get
driving,
an hour and a half and your phone's dead. It's basically that you better upgrade to 7 patch on your phone. So yeah, I could see how people would be a little bit irritated with.
What's
Apple
the
right now.
last, like, really, what was the last really cool product that Apple released?
iPhone?
Like the iPhone 1?
iPhone 1.
Like the revolutionary products.
Yeah, what did they do that?
I think the unibody MacBook,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would agree with that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
like that was like the biggest thing, was just one piece.
This is
I
a real,
think the upgrade to the iPhone 4
Yeah,
was really good.
That was really good because
Yeah.
it took it
from
down
the
from
3S, 3GS,
that
whatever.
curved back one.
Yeah,
whatever
when
that
they
was.
just made
The
it
bar
like
of soap.
square.
Yeah, square
Yeah.
and glass on the back. And
Yeah,
sleek.
that was a really good
Yeah.
upgrade that they
Oh
did.
wait, was that? Did you say the 4S?
No, just to the 4.
The 4 had the antenna issues.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right. So yeah,
remember.
to the 4S.
4S. Thank you for fixing.
but
that.
even when they messed it up, they came out and they said, "Look, we're sorry, we messed it up. Here's a case. Here's a free case."
Oh,
with
yeah,
the-
they
like
did do the
we're
free case.
sorry, and
The
then
bumper.
they fixed it with 5. So
Steve Jobs was still around to say,
Yep.
fix it.
fix
Really,
it right
Apple
now.
has been going slowly downhill ever since Steve Jobs left, and I know
Everybody
that
says
timeline doesn't really make sense right away because he's been dead for a while, and they were doing real good for a while until now-ish.
Because
But it's all the stuff he had planned out for
Yeah.
the next few years. His ideas were still there.
Yeah, because it takes a
And
while to
now-
actually make stuff.
Now we're hitting the point where it really is like
Just
no
them.
more Steve Jobs
Yeah, it's-
ideas.
It's Tim Cook, the bean counter.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, saying, "Hey, what can we strip out of the iPad Pro to make all of the Pro users have to use an iPad
This-
or MacBook?
this is a
sorry,
MacBook Pro.
MacBook Air.
Yeah.
Like, let's just strip everything out of it.
Yeah, we want to make it really thin, like the MacBook Air.
We already have
guys,
an Air.
Guys, look, it's thinner than the Air, and we took everything out of it for the professionals.
Please
What?
don't take out things
yeah,
for
we
us.
want all the stuff in it.
Yeah, we use those things,
Yeah.
guys.
I use the SD card reader.
This is,
every day.
here's when this all started. This is. I will trace it all the way back. Is when I sit at work at my iMac, or even the Mac
Mini?
Pro, Mac
Okay.
Pro.
The trash can.
Yeah, if you go back and you look at all the iMacs, what are they killing off that we all had that were very common on our towers on our PCs?
CDs.
USB ports.
on the front.
All the front-facing USB. The first thing you did when you bought a tower for your PC was you wanted 1,800 USB ports on the front, and you could
Because
just
it's the
stick
most
everything
useful
into
thing
it.
in the world.
And what did Apple do that was the first user-hostile, big, giant, like, they're like, hey, we love everybody because we believe here at Apple that everyone should... That's a
Great
keynote.
Cook
So-
voice.
So he stands there and he's like, we want our computers to be accessible. So he talks about how even if you're blind, you could use a Mac, but if you want to use a USB port, you have to use an adapter.
I don't think a blind
a
person
dongle. No, look here. It
could use
started with the Mac,
USB-C.
and they're like, let's just put them on the back to make it pretty, and then it spreads just a little bit. And they're let's just take this thing and let's make it pretty and not functional. So now we've teeter-tottered the other way. We've gone from every PC is a beige brick and apples are beautiful to basically all of them are pretty good looking, right?
We could thank Apple for that influence.
Yeah, they've definitely guided the rest of the world in everybody wants a beautiful computer that's not a beige brick. But now Apple has kept going on this skewed form over function tirade.
Yeah, professionals don't care if their computer works well. They just want it to look good.
I need it to do things. This is not a tablet.
This is why Consumer Reports, for the first year since the very first Macintosh computer, for the first time since Macintosh released it into the world, they are not recommending the new MacBook Pro as their laptop of the year on Consumer Reports.
That's scary.
Yeah. That's where it's headed. That's not even like us just saying that we hate it.
That's Consumer Reports.
That's a big deal that they don't have that this year.
As opposed to their computer being the laptop to have and don't buy the Surface, all of a sudden it's well,
the Surface is kind of cool.
The Surface, you could actually use it for stuff.
There's still a USB port on the Surface, guys.
Yeah, I could still stick a USB thing in there.
Even though it's I could still use it.
I can just pop an SD card in there and use it for a computer.
Yep. Or a tablet, because unlike MacBooks that aren't touchscreen for some reason,
they want you to buy the iPad.
Yeah, they want you to
They
have an
put
iPad.
a keyboard case on the iPad Pro, but they're
even
not
though
willing.
the iPad Pro still runs a mobile operating system that isn't very powerful.
It's giant phone. They have the A9 processor is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fast.
Really good good mobile processor.
Yeah, they should just put ARM processors when it's the A12 should just be in their iMacs.
Yeah, I would agree.
The ARM processor, super good, making leaps and bounds past Intel, but then they just kill themselves by putting a giant phone OS on this tablet.
Well, I mean, the A9 processor couldn't run OS X.
No.
Not very well.
It couldn't run any of the Adobe stuff.
I'm saying that as far as
I understand.
Intel has stagnated themselves. Intel has killed themselves in the stomach with a...
Don't say nasty things about Intel. How dare you?
They're really good.
Yeah.
Intel's awful right now.
They make the most powerful processors in the world. How dare you?
Yep.
Did you know that Kaby Lake is, in some instances, even slower than Skylake processors?
You lost me.
Okay, so then they released their new processor family that's the next bump up
Yeah,
that everybody's waiting for.
This is slower than that.
Yes, but I'm saying Kaby Lake, which was supposed to be this next big thing, this next big iterative process of processors that are going to change our lives, it's either a 5% increase or a push, or in some cases a little bit slower than the old ones.
Where's this data from?
Consumer Reports.
No,
Or
it's
a website.
You're making this.
I saw it at work.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I read stuff
I read stuff
on the internet.
back
But
to
that's
your-
why the Surface Pro is good, because they put an Intel i7 in there and let you carry it around on a touchscreen as a tablet or snap on your keyboard and use it like a laptop.
it's
a
not
real
a, it's,
PC.
it's not an i7. It's an ARM chip.
A what?
It's a A9.
In a Surface?
in a Surface Pro.
In a Surface
Oh, in
Pro.
a Surface Pro. Sorry.
No, we're not talking about the iPad Pro.
That's why I said
sorry.
in a Surface
All right.
Pro.
All right, I'm here now. Hey,
Thank you.
how are you guys?
Hey. So anyway, that's why we think Apple's headed. I believe they're headed down this terrible path for, I would say, at least another couple of years before they realize what it's doing. And I think some bad is going to come from this for their company, and I think they're going to turn around. At
How
least
are
I
they going
hope.
to turn around? That would mean they don't have courage.
Yeah. I mean, you'll never see a headphone port back on an iPhone.
What about iPad? When is that going to leave?
Well, no, I mean, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Like, if you guys had courage to, if you think the headphone port is an outdated, antiquated system,
Take it off.
just take it off everything. Why is it still in
just,
some
just
places?
strip it
Yeah.
because you didn't leave the CD port on some and not on
I
others.
hate that.
It's
oh my
gone.
gosh. I
But-
understood getting rid of the CD port
Yeah.
on the laptops for size. That's fine. How often do you need a CD on the go? But getting rid of it off of the desktop professional computers,
I
Why?
understand that. I understand that for airflow purposes.
I don't.
The
What?
trash can, the Mac Pro trash can, is really revolutionary for how it's built. It's just like the Mac Pro unibody.
Form over function
Yep.
No,
I want it to be pretty and
That-
work.
no, no.
and not work.
because of its shape, the airflow is amazing on it.
Okay, that's fine. But you can make a different shape and also incorporate a CD. Or put the CD on the bottom.
No, then it would block the airflow.
Ah,
No.
But you can make a different, or put it on the side.
no one cares that it's a pretty little bullet bill on your desk.
No. Just look at the airflow on it. That's the only reason they made it trash
I've seen the airflow. I know how it works.
It does things.
can. Yeah, but I'm okay with leaving.
But it
CDs
doesn't do
behind.
cool processing things.
Yes, I'm mostly okay with leaving CDs behind now. But
Mhm.
when they first did it,
They didn't do it to the Mac Pro right away. That was like 4 years later.
that's because they don't update their Mac Pro ever.
Basically, ever. It's
They did
like
it to
once
their
every 10
iMacs
years.
way too soon.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't need to do it to that because the back still goes out way too far.
Yeah, they still don't need to do it to their iMac.
but the
It makes me
CD-ROMs
so
on
mad.
the CD-ROMs
Super
on the
drive?
iMac. No, in the iMac.
Yeah.
never worked.
Yes, they did.
They never stay working.
I
Oh my
still have an
gosh.
iMac from forever ago, and it works fine.
I know, but like every other iMac I deal with, I'm like, oh no, it just pops right out. Oh no, oh okay, never gonna read it.
you got to
just
put
don't
it
know how to
in the
use it.
right side up.
No. It's
You have to push it in, and then
You have to
it
help
just
it.
gets sucked in.
I have an iMac
It eats it.
and it has a super drive under it, and I have another iMac has a super drive under it. They never work.
The super drives suck
Yeah, that's
because it's
dicey.
USB powered, and it both uses the USB power and it reads from there, and it's not very fast.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Because they're putting they put USB 2.0 on that
Yeah, I'm like
when USB 3 was out. They put USB 3 on the iMac,
Mhm.
on the interface on the back. There's USB 3 ports, but their super drive that you could buy alongside it
Yeah.
was USB 2.
Yeah. And what about the keyboard or the iPhone cable? Still USB 2.
Why?
Those don't need to be very fast. They're a keyboard.
Wait,
no,
the
but
keyboard.
the keyboard ports.
Yeah, the
They're
keyboard has
peripherals.
the keyboard has expansion, like a USB port on the side that
Two
you
of
can plug
them.
into.
Oh, so it's expansion spots
Yeah, for your
that you
deal with
could
the
use,
iMac in the front,
but you can't.
they put it on the
Yeah.
keyboard, but they, made
put
it
the
slow.
front-facing.
The only front-facing USB port you have is USB 2 and
Yep.
very slow.
Mhm.
on your keyboard.
I don't even know if it's USB 2. It could be USB 1.
Yeah, who knows? It's probably USB 1 by the time it gets there.
Gosh.
Because every time I want to, because as a professional, I use a Mac at work,
Oh.
and every time
Why?
I want to plug into it, I have to drag my whole screen out and move the second monitor out of the way. So
Well,
I
what you
push
should do is just get some dongles so they can
more.
You can, like,
see,
get,
you
more
need more
junk.
stuff, but that's not accessibility.
But it's
that's
not
just
neat and nice and pretty.
big giant.
big giant what?
What?
Screw you to the users. I'm sorry. I seem to have.
Justin lost control
So-
a little bit.
All I'm saying is that either you have to put more stuff on it that doesn't work as good, and it's just the whole ecosystem. Like you have a phone that only works with Lightning, and then a computer that only works as USB-C. Like where is this whole big giant line update that says, okay, here's our thing, and we're gonna put them on the front, like right in this front little lip of the laptop where you could actually get to it. Like why does everything have to be impossible to use?
I liked the Lightning connector when it got upgraded from
Yeah,
the
they're good.
30 pin.
Yeah. Oh my
No.
gosh. Oh. Like the 30 pin
Oh, yeah.
that you
The
had to
fact-
line up perfectly with this little nib on
Yeah.
the inside of your
Lightning
iPod.
was good. Nobody complained about that.
Lightning was great because you could plug it in any direction.
Either direction.
Yeah.
See, that was great.
That's why
Steve
USB-C is so cool, but don't eliminate every regular USB port.
What's the biggest problem with USB-C on the MacBook Pros, Josiah?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but that's how you charge it. You charge it through any of the USB-C ports.
Oh,
you
so
can plug
convenient.
it. Yeah, you just
Mhm.
plug it in anywhere. But if you're an idiot, and people are idiots, you can.
I can't imagine
you
who
can
would
take,
do this.
I can't. I can imagine a person that's like, oh hey, I need my laptop to charge extra fast right now, and
Or-
they grab their friend's
Mhm.
iPad or MacBook charger, and they grab their MacBook charger and they plug them both into their MacBook.
Someone's really done this.
And as soon, I've seen a guy do it. A guy tested it on YouTube, and I watched his videos, and he plugged them both in. And as soon as the second one went in, it went from saying charging to saying plugged in, not charging, and it never charged again. It fried something in there.
Oh my gosh.
And so they don't have a safety. You could plug in up to 4 chargers, and they don't have a safety against that.
They make adapters that you could have a USB, HDMI, and charging going into that.
Yeah.
So if you're like, hey, I have this charging cable plugged into that.
Yeah.
Already, just like automatically, like a dock or something.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh yeah, you forgot that was in or something.
Yeah.
And you just
there's
plug
many
in.
situations where you could accidentally plug in 2 chargers.
That's scary.
And just boop.
And then
It's just done.
It never works ever again. Goodbye, computer.
That's lovely.
All right, so moving on to great movies that Justin hates. This week, we're going over a real classic, Top Gun.
I want some butts! I want some butts!
That's my favorite part of the movie.
That's the best part of the whole
That's
movie.
the peak of the film.
He's just so upset.
Okay, so Top Gun is a movie about peak America, back when America was great again.
No, before we
weren't great.
Before we
again.
went, but when we were great, and then we weren't great, and now we're gonna be great.
We're gonna be great again. So now we're looking back on 80s.
Yeah,
Probably
I think so.
Okay,
Hold on.
1980s America.
Jordan's loading up
The peak of American
page.
imperialism, and you have 2 guys. You have two.
1986.
What? You have two gender questioning individuals that are in the military.
Maverick and Goose.
Maverick and Goose,
Mm-hmm.
and they.
Why did you do that?
It's not helpful.
It's not helpful to
So-
unplug other people's headphones.
These
was
two
just turning
boys
up and down.
fly around together, and then I think half of the movie is spent with them either playing shirtless volleyball.
That
or
was the most pointless scene in the whole movie.
Let's just have them take off their shirts and play
that
volleyball.
that is one of the things that is part of Tom Cruise's contract. He does have to have a shirtless scene in all of his movies.
And a motorcycle riding scene.
And he has to ride a motorcycle
Yep.
in all of his movies.
Yep.
With no helmet on.
Is that really what he?
It's
He
in his
did that.
contract.
I didn't know he's had a shirtless scene in a bunch of movies.
Every movie.
Yeah.
Watch them.
Watch them all.
Name one.
Not in Minority Report.
It's in there.
Not in,
So
Bl-
it's
not in
the special
Oblivion.
features.
It's in there. It's really
Mm.
short, but it's in there. He gets out of the shower shirtless for 3/10 of a second, and then he puts it on real quick. But it's in there. It's
Alright,
in his
that's weird.
contract.
So you have you have the shirtless shower scene, the other shirtless shower scene. The you're dangerous. I am dangerous, and then they bite at each other. They're just too scrumptious. I could eat you.
They have so much pent up masculinity and sexuality that they have to.
So much toxic masculinity in this movie. I just want to attack you. So it's half muscle. Is that for the ladies? I don't know. So you have.
It's like a man movie.
Cowboys. What's your problem, Kazansky? You're everyone's problem.
You're everyone's problem.
That's because every time you go up in the air, you're unsafe.
You are unsafe.
I don't like you.
You don't
because
wear
you're
your orange
dangerous.
vest.
That's right. Nice, man.
Man,
I
Touches
am
him.
dangerous.
I am dangerous. Breathes on him and
They're
stuff.
in a locker room.
He smells his pits. He's like,
Can you smell my danger?
I am so dangerous. So then he makes makes all this ASMR at him, and then
I'm pretty sure we reference ASMR in every episode. I wonder how many people don't know what it is.
no one looks it up.
Yeah, nobody cares.
So it's
One of these episodes, we're actually going to do an ASMR episode,
yeah,
and that'll get the best ratings that we've ever had.
ASMR video incoming.
Yeah.
So they both are just panting over each other. You would think this is a love story between
Maverick and Iceman.
Iceman.
Well, no, who's the girl that's supposed to be hot? The
Oh,
pseudo attractive
Charlie?
bimbo, Charlie.
Yeah.
So
She's not hot.
yeah, it's supposed to be between them
She's
two,
like
and they
37.
fall in love. And
100 years old.
you know, okay. So he mysteriously falls in love with her when he's the one woman that's under 250 pounds within a 2,000-mile radius because they're on some isolated rock or something.
They're in California.
They're in Miramar, California.
Okay,
We've
so
vacation.
There's no attractive women in Miramar.
I'm not sure I've been there.
So he goes there, sees the one girl in the entire. She just happens to fall into this military program. He's mysteriously attracted to her. I'm just gonna eat this granola bar right now. It's gonna be really good. It's got chocolate chips in it and little bits of granola. Oh, I'm just eating the first bite now. I'm just gonna put this down and then continue the movie review. And then so I can't. Okay, so turn your volume back down to its regular level. So they have their really awkward, I would say the most awkward love scene in a movie. Can we add this to the list of probably the most awkward
It
love scene?
absolutely is the
'Cause it's-
most awkward because it's rated PG.
It's rated PG. I don't
It's
even
rated
understand.
PG,
How
so
did they
why
get a
even
love
put it in there?
scene?
Yeah.
This is a family
Just
film.
don't even put it in there. Because you
At least-
still have to tell your kid. Your kid's obviously going to ask some questions now. Daddy, why is he licking the bottom of her eyeball? Like,
why did she just bite his chin?
Yeah, like, so there you've already opened Pandora's box.
What does
but
that
they
have to do
don't
with flight school?
Yeah, exactly. So now you've had this whole movie.
Well, you got to remember, Jordan, Tom Cruise loves to take the highway just all the way to the danger zone.
Straight
Just
to the danger
right
zone.
to it,
Oh
but
my
no
gosh.
farther.
Just to the danger zone, and then stops, puts on the e-brake.
Yep.
Does
Just
a
takes
180.
off his helmet that he wasn't wearing.
Yeah. And whips his
And-
glasses off. Someone should count how many times somebody ripped their glasses off to make a statement in
Yep.
this movie.
Oh my gosh.
Because they
Their
put their
aviators
glasses on.
came off like a
Yeah,
thousand
they're like,
times.
They're like, look, and
Some-
they'll rip their
Jordan,
glasses off.
Go and Google that. See if
And
somebody
then
has.
while they're taking their glasses off, they'll make their statement, put them back on, and she'll say, well, I just don't think that, and I think you're stupid, and you smell like horseradish and molasses.
That's actually like a new,
And then he'll-
new form of YouTube video.
He'll rip his glasses off. What?
Did you know that? It's
What?
like the one I saw. There was 3 that I've seen so far roll through my feed. It was the first one was
Do you want to know how Rogue One ends?
double the speed. It was the B movie, and every time someone said B, they doubled the speed of the movie. But it was the whole movie. But it lasted like 10 minutes because
It was
in
the-
like
they
3
said B.
seconds. It was like
burp, 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 burp.
yeah, it was going so fast.
Yeah.
And then the other one I saw was every time Shrek smiled, they doubled the speed of it.
Every time Shrek smiles.
Yeah, which is apparently a lot.
It should be every time somebody says ogre. Like, just smiling is like, it's not like B where, or it would be going to see, like Star Wars, and every time you see a
So if
a
you're one of those people
blaster
that
or
makes,
stormtrooper,
makes those kinds of YouTube videos, go ahead and make me one that every time somebody takes off their aviators in Top Gun, it
Yeah.
doubles the speed.
every time somebody rips their aviator glasses to be like, look, babe, you don't even know.
Yep.
Yeah. So every time he clarifies by taking his glasses off. So you have these two guys. So you have this love drama between Iceman and Maverick. So it's kind of a love triangle movie between Iceman, Maverick, and Goose. And then Goose dies, so Maverick leaves Iceman
Spoilers.
and has awkward silhouette lovemaking with Charlie.
Which is a boy's name.
Even more attraction. So
What was that last word you just
I
said? Even more.
almost made a word.
Yep.
But that's now the soundtrack, on the other hand, is phenomenal,
Yeah, they had
And
3
there was
songs
3
that they
songs throughout
played
the whole
10
movie.
different times each.
and it actually feels like Flight.
Take my breath away.
Take
How
my
many-
breath away.
How many
was
times
stupid.
did they play Take My Breath Away?
So
Doom,
many
doom,
times.
7.
Doom,
I think
doom.
like
7
7
different
times.
times.
Take
And then-
my
and then
breath
there was- The Danger Zone. Yeah.
Yep, of course, the danger zone
Highway
because
2,
Tom
Danger
Cruise is on the way there the whole movie.
That's part of his
You're
contract.
dangerous. Well, yeah.
And
I
then
just
the
got
top,
off the road
and then-
to the danger zone.
And then the song made for that movie
Yeah.
was played fewer times.
Yeah.
The Top Gun anthem was played less than all the other songs.
Doom doom. Doom doom.
Yeah.
So, but no, the soundtrack was amazing. There's no soundtrack that better fits its movie than that one. So you have this really great music. You got to see the best jet we'd ever made, the F-14 Tomcat. It was like an ode to America.
I mean, flying around jets and like shooting other jets is really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool and manly. And then you see topless volleyball with dudes, and you're like,
why?
What is this here for?
why are we playing volleyball?
Why
Is
did
it, this
need
was
to be
here
shown?
so he could ask if he could take a shower? Like,
Yeah, I think
that was the point of this
whole
scene.
reason.
Hey, I'm like really sandy.
Can I take?
Can
do
I
you
take
mind
the
if I use your shower?
They
And then she's like,
referenced the shower like 15
yes,
times.
I mind.
No. So you
What
have
a weird thing to ask someone that you met like 2 days ago. This is your first time at her house.
your teacher,
Your instructor.
who you've been told not to involve yourself with.
You walk into her house.
Hey, can I get naked?
I showed
Do you
up
mind
early
if
so
I
could
use
take
your
a
shower right now? I'm
Yeah.
really late, but I just roll on in the shot.
That would make me clean.
And you
Again.
know what I
Love
am
to
when
know.
I'm clean.
I like to make ASMR videos when I'm clean.
Okay. So the worst part of the whole movie, definitely.
What's the bottom point?
Definitely the very beginning, right when it starts.
What?
It's
That's when
five,
you're like
five in how many minutes?
4 minutes and 15 seconds.
4 minutes and 15 seconds solid of just nonsense B-roll, like credits, like one
That's the
person's
best
name
part.
at
Hooray!
a time.
It's cool, but
look at this aircraft carrier.
But there's not even a single word is said until 4 minutes and 15 seconds
they're
into
doing
the film.
Top Gun stuff.
it's just like Danger Zone.
But it's not even like
Danger Zone.
flight. It's like flight control stuff. Like some guy's waving a plane into land, and
He's like,
We're setting up
Yeah.
the world of Top Gun. So
It's
within
so-
4 minutes, you
it's so
basically
pointlessly
have seen,
long.
They gave you a tour of the entire universe of living on an aircraft
I
carrier.
understand that, but it's so long. Like they could have done it in half the time, and I would have been
2
so
minutes.
happy with that scene.
that'd been great.
But after 2 minutes, I was like, "Wow, this is a really long scene." Jordan, start a timer. I want to see how long this goes. And then I realized it was a film, and at the end, you could just pause it, and then it'll tell you. But
Congratulations.
at the end of that scene, we paused it, and I was like, "That was the longest thing in the world."
Actually, 2001: A Space Odyssey has 20 minutes of darkness on the front of its film. So,
Well, that was a joke movie.
no, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Like,
is
that movie was
one
a
of
joke.
The most quintessential films of all time, and changed the way we look at filmmaking.
We'll
I don't
do
think
that
that's
next
true. I don't even know what movie you're talking about. Is that a movie? Is that
yeah,
a joke?
it is. No,
It
it's
is,
a
yeah.
real movie.
It's a real movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it made in 2001?
No.
No.
Hmm.
We'll watch it next week. It has 20 minutes of dead air, like
Why?
on the front end.
Is it? It's just blackness?
Yes.
Is it like a prank for if you actually rewind the movie,
No.
like in the VCR? You're like, hey, I rewound it. Haha. It's
And
a
then
Space Odyssey.
it starts to have noise. It like builds up. It goes wah 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 wah, and then it just starts with the monkeys killing each other.
What?
Yeah. Watch the movie. It's great.
It sounds terrible. There's 20 minutes of nothing.
But you know what I want?
Do I have to watch all 20 minutes of nothing?
Yeah. That helps you understand the film better.
Oh my gosh.
But the best part about Top Gun,
Best part
best part about it,
is still the first 4 minutes and 15 seconds when it's like showing you all of the cool music is playing. There's jets.
it's just
That's the best part.
general yelling at the guys.
That he wants some butts. It's
Yeah.
after Tom Cruise does like a real sweet flyby. He's like, "Hey guys, can I do a flyby?" And then they tell him no, and he's like,
They're like, don't do this.
"Too bad."
Here we come.
And then he buzzes the tower and makes the general drop his coffee on himself for the first out of 3 times that they pull that same goof in the movie.
Hey, coffee.
We buzz the tower.
Yeah, he spilled coffee on himself 3 times. And then, right after that, they get called into the principal's office. And
You guys are naughty.
he storms out of the office and bumps into somebody who spills coffee on him, and then screams at the top of his lungs, "I want some butts! Give me some butts!" Yeah, that was the high point of the movie.
So pretty much it's a good movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Great
movie.
Great film. Everybody should see it.
Yeah,
But
couldn't
not-
recommend it more.
Great
Yeah.
1980s.
It's
Really
definitely-
peak Tom Cruise.
maybe PG-13.
I would not
Yeah.
call it peak Tom Cruise. I can't give it that much. I mean,
What's
that was before all his plastic surgery.
what's peak Tom Cruise?
I don't know if he's,
Oh, geez, he does have jacked up teeth in this movie.
I don't
Yeah.
know if he's like had a peak
And
yet.
it's like there was quite a few scenes where because of his jacked up teeth, it looks like he's trying to hide them. So he'll like start to smile, but then he'll like close his mouth, and he just has like a
He'll
really
just purse his lips.
stupid, smug
He'll-
grin.
He'll
Oh
like
my
duck
gosh.
face at her. He'll just duck. He'll purse his lips at her like halfway out. It's the original duck face. He will duck face at the girl and be like, "Hey, I'm so happy to see you," and just give her this coy,
It's a great Tom
smug
Cruise voice.
turd grin.
Yeah,
Yeah, like get it fixed. Get braces.
he did. He did.
Yeah, he did that thing.
Yeah.
Or he got something. They're definitely
They're
not
implants.
Top
It's just
Gun.
that somebody else's jaw was implanted into his head.
Yeah, I really like now Tom Cruise.
I haven't seen his
Like-
recent movies.
Like what?
Like Jack Reacher.
Oh,
Have you seen Jack Reacher?
did he? peak
Oblivion
in
was
that?
good.
Oblivion was good. Really enjoyed Oblivion.
Are you gonna go see The Mummy?
No.
Is he in that too?
He's in The Mummy.
Okay, I'm probably not gonna see it though. I might see it like eventually, but I'm not gonna go see it in theaters.
Oh, you don't see anything in theaters. Have you
No.
seen Rogue One?
Nope.
How many weeks has it been out?
I don't know.
Are you even a fan of Star Wars?
No,
You're
that's
stupid.
not true. I am.
But you haven't gone and seen Rogue One.
No, I haven't.
I'll watch your baby for you.
Okay, do it. I dare you.
Okay, I'll watch your baby for you. Go see
Okay.
Rogue One right
I'll
now.
go see it tonight.
Okay.
You better watch him.
Go.
I'm just gonna like drop him off
Yep.
on your front porch.
Yep.
But unlike your dog, you can't just like leave him at home. You have to like
No, I'll
monitor
watch your
him
baby.
the whole time.
I'll watch R-rated movies in front of your baby.
Nope. See, you
My
can't do
gosh.
that.
Can't do that.
You won't even know. Go see the movie.
Well, you don't even know how to take care of a baby.
That'll be next episode is how to take care of a baby.
Yeah.
One.
Parenting.
Yeah.
One, don't leave it alone.
How to clean diapers. Get a dog.
Yeah, just get a dog. He'll
Mhm.
eat the poop.
Then the baby's clean.
Yep, and the baby laughs the whole time because babies love being licked by dogs.
Yeah. So it's really beneficial for both of them.
Yeah.
Goodness.
All right, so I think we've sufficiently talked about how Top Gun is like a really good film,
Really awesome movie.
really
Yeah, we
great,
really- we
terrible. I hated it the whole time. I just watched it for the first time this morning, right before we recorded this, because I heard we were talking about it. Oh gosh, it was unwatchably bad. I couldn't stand it. So now let's move on to our you don't even know topic of the week.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
Da-da-da-da-da-ba-ba-bo. Frustrating
know.
things that happen in public bathrooms.
Okay. So here's-
Obviously, the most frustrating thing that
Here-
happens to you in a public bathroom. Hang on. I got the.
go ahead.
I'm gonna top of the charts straight
Preach
out of
it.
the gate. When you walk in, you open the door.
Yeah.
You're not even all the way in yet, and
Haven't
then
even walked in.
the little man jumps out from behind the door and just pees on you. And then you already have pee on you before you even got to do your own business, and then he scampers off. That's the most annoying thing. I hate it when that happens.
How many times does that happen to you?
At least 4.5.
Oh my, 4.5.
So you have here you're going now there's multiple problems here because you have the broken door latch for the onesie, right?
Oh, gosh.
So now you're just
What onesie are you referring to?
the one person bathrooms.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to the twosies
Like a Starbucks bathroom.
or stallies.
Yeah, where you open a door and there you are.
It's your room. Yeah, but it's a broken latch.
You lock those?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want everybody to see my
Because if
parts.
you're sitting down, there's no stall.
Yeah, you're across the room. As soon as they open the door, you are all they see.
Yeah. Hi.
It's funny to not lock them when you're just washing your hands, and then
Yeah.
people walk in like,
And
like,
they're-
whoa,
oh.
oh,
Your hands were exposed.
then they just leave.
Yeah.
I
So-
like seeing the
So
wet
you have the broken door latch, then you have the giant pile up in the trash can that no one has ever cleaned.
No one ever takes that trash can out.
So
it's
it's-
always full.
It's sticking out by 18 inches with paper towels.
But they check it every 30 minutes. It says
They
on the
don't.
sign.
Yeah, sure they do. They did not fill that trash can up in 30 minutes. This is a
fill a
movie
trash can
theater after hours. No one's here. So now the worst part about a public restroom, and this is the worst thing that I've had ever, is infrared hand detection. Because when you go to Sam's Club,
Oh my
You
gosh.
mean the
Yes.
hand drying?
no,
like for
all
a
of them.
sink.
No, for the sink,
Oh, the
for the
sink,
hand
the
dryer.
soap?
So now you have some of
For
them
the paper towels.
for the yeah, you're like, come on. So you wave your hand underneath the paper towel, and it's like, no, and you move it, and it gives you a little diagram of put your hand here, and you don't, and you wave it, and you touch it, and you bang on it, and you ask it lovingly, and you're like, please.
And then after it finally gives you a paper towel, you get like 4 inches of paper towel.
That's
It's
a
like-
lot.
And then it gives you one,
Yeah.
and then when you walk
That's a lot for a
away,
motorized
it
car.
dispenses one. Why is walking away the trigger? I'm sorry, I got triggered. For the paper towels to come out, you use both hands, you use one hand, you ask them, and then I've been to a Costco where they have the gooseneck faucet, and to make the water activate, you have to have your hands at a location that isn't in the water. So when I would move my hands under the water, they would turn off.
You gotta
and
clean
then
one hand at a time.
when I would put my hands back to the infrared, they were not in the water, and then I would move them just back where they're in the water. Nope, it can't see me. It can't see me when I'm far enough back that I'm actually in the water stream. So you have the automatic soap dispenser that will always see you, and then
That's
You walk past it
Yeah,
and it
that's-
squirts soap on the
It
counter.
squirts soap on the counter.
That sees your shoulder too.
yeah.
Walk by. Ah. And it just looks like a bird pooped on you for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have all of these inventions that are now trying to work together to not work sometimes. Because you'll have the bathrooms that one of them will be automatic and the others will have dirty germs all over them. So they'll have the automatic hand washer, the automatic soap dispenser, and then when you go to dry your hands, they'll have just the normal hand pump that you have to touch. Everybody else that's gone pee and didn't wash their hands and dried them, people have done it. So now you have the disgusting hand dryer unit at the end of the chain.
Well, I've
where
been
now you have
in
to
a male public bathroom before, and 90% of people that use the urinal do not wash their hands
Yeah.
after they're done.
everybody just kind of pulls their pants down
You're
past
not
their knees.
flushing. You just like whip out your ding dong, do
Yep.
your pee pee,
Yeah.
and then walk back out. There's
Yeah.
you don't touch anything.
Yeah, everybody just kind of holds up their T-shirt with both hands,
Yeah.
points it at the urinal down to the ground, and then walks back out.
What
like
about
that's
the automatic toilets?
no, the automatic toilets work great.
No, they do not.
No.
No, you're
Yeah.
on them and
No.
you're like, what is going on? Oh, it's flushing on its own.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It does the polite potty
Courtesy flush.
courtesy flush. It does that one for you, and then when you get up and leave,
Yeah,
it
but
just
then it
does
like
it.
splashes.
Yeah, it's like,
So, what would be like a really cool feature to have in a bathroom?
Voice activation, Siri. Okay, Google.
But
Okay, cool.
those are all terrible. So, okay, Siri, turn on the faucet,
Yeah.
and then the faucet
And then you don't have
just
to touch
doesn't
it.
come on.
no, it's like it dispenses a paper towel for you.
Yeah,
I'm looking up results on Google for you.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I
Okay,
can't
but
read
a
that.
good digital assistant, not Apple's.
I'm
Like-
thinking like a toilet paper. I mean, a underwear vending machine.
So
Oh yeah, that'd be super helpful.
Yeah, that would have helped Jordan out one time.
if you get your squeech all over yourself, then you could just swap it out. Like, does the machine just wash them and dispense them
well,
to
the
somebody
girls
else
have the
later?
dispensing stuff in their bathroom,
yeah, they have a machine that dispenses something.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then we have like Tylenol in the men's bathroom.
Yeah, so we
and
get
condoms.
Tylenol, yeah, which nobody uses
Yeah.
because if you're that kind of person that's going to use them from a bathroom,
you're not going to use them.
you're just going to take a dare.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I feel lucky. So, I mean, now old bathrooms had paper towel dispensers. This is a true thing. Their old paper towel dispensers were just a roll, like just a loop of paper towel that when you pulled it down, the rest of it would go back in, and then you would just pull down a new section of it. So it was reused.
Oh,
So you had paper towel.
Oh, it was like
that's-
a closed loop.
It was
Yeah.
a closed loop.
and they would
that-
kind of dry off
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah. And then you would dry off on it, And so you would be using the paper towel that 600 other people had used before you.
How
so,
are we even alive?
Yeah, how did we not go extinct from that? Oh, man.
That sounds like more sanitary than the blowers.
Yeah, that's like somebody just
That
instead
just
of
launch germs all over the bathroom.
yeah, germs everywhere.
Oh.
Germs.
That would be like instead of having a sink, somebody just licks your hands. Like,
Or that's just like a bucket you kind of dip your hands in.
yeah. It's the communal bucket of fetid water that's been sitting there for a week, and I'll just dip my hands in this, and then use the communal paper towel.
Yeah, you dip your hand in one bucket. That's the soap bucket. Just
Yeah.
bloop,
Yeah.
And then dip your hand in the water bucket. Bloop.
But
Yeah.
then they have the guy at the end that dries off your hands for you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like very high class right at the end.
Yep.
Yeah. How are we not extinct?
Yeah, and he has the mints.
Mm-hmm. Here's the mints.
I love the bathrooms that have the guy standing there with his like shelf of many things.
And I'm like, hey, hit me with your best smelling stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he sprays it in the air in front of me, and I walk through.
And you
I'm
go,
like, and then you throw a couple ones at him.
Yeah.
But like, don't hand them to him. Just like throw them near him, and then he has
Just
to pick
drop
them
them
up.
on the floor.
Yeah.
So it's extra demeaning.
Oh,
Make sure he doesn't feel like a human anymore.
oh, man, what a terrible job. Anyway,
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Justin's
You're
throwing
working
ones on the
Yeah.
ground.
You go for the day to a bathroom, and that's your job, is to be
8
in
hours with
the bathroom.
one break.
And then you just get to
And
smell everyone's
2:15.
toots the whole time.
Yeah. Like when somebody else is in there making boom boom potato salad, you're just trapped in there with you're just stuck there waiting for him to finish making Chef Boyardee for him to leave and not make eye contact with you, and then he stumbles out of the room. Sorry, dude. And then, leaves to go see his cinematic adventure or whatever else he has going on that day. You're the worst part of someone's day.
Someone's job.
Yeah, that's your someone pays you $4.75 because you get tips.
Oh, that's terrible. Because you get tips.
Go to college, kids.
So you could be a stall attendant.
No, so you don't have to be a stall attendant. Evolve past a stall attendant, please.
What if they make like really good money?
They probably do. The people that stand on the side of the freeway make really good money.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
all you
still a
have to do is
terrible
stand there.
job. You still have to stand. You have to wake up super early. You have to put on your crummy clothes and not shower, so you're sticky all day.
Yeah.
And then you have to make your little crayon sign, your cardboard sign.
Well, they probably don't make a new one every day.
They just keep the same one
I would imagine.
I think they have 4 that they swap out.
yeah.
because you don't want to be like. You don't want to make it look like you have too many crayons and cardboard scraps. Otherwise, you'll look like you're doing okay.
Those guys that like have the new, freshly sharpied sign.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no,
Probably not.
not you.
Not you.
Would that be helpful if we just gave them like Sharpies and cardboard?
Yeah, like if
Is
they.
that insulting?
I don't know, because that's
that
what
helpful?
they use.
Yeah, that's their marketing department. Is
Yeah.
their cardboard and Sharpies.
Like, they get food all the time.
What if we got them one of those like vertical flags that you see outside of like froyo places that
Oh,
like
yeah.
flap in the wind?
That'd
Yeah.
be great.
That'd be they could
That
like
way I
stick them in
could
the ground
prepare-
right next to them.
I could prepare the cash like way up on top of the freeway. Like
Yeah.
as I'm coming down, I see the sign. I'm like, oh,
just
here we go.
flick a frisbee
Or
of
maybe like
cardboard.
a Goodyear blimp style thing.
Yeah.
Woo!
That might be too high. Then I don't know where they are.
Yeah, that's true.
So the other
But
thing,
good idea.
The other thing, the last thing that I know that's annoying about public bathrooms is if you're in a public bathroom and you're having not such a good time, and let's say it's a multiple bathroom, it's not a onesie, so you don't have the little koala care stall and you in the door lock. It's
Yeah, there's 2 basically.
Yeah, there's a whole flock of these guys.
Oh,
So
there's a lot.
yeah, and so you're in there, on the verge of death or tears. It's the same thing. Crying.
Or life.
Yeah. The worst thing that could happen is if you're having your bad day and somebody comes up to your stall, lifts the door off the hinges, and exposes you to the world. That would be the worst thing that's ever happened.
Has that ever happened to you, Justin?
Anybody that does that is a terrible person and deserves to die.
What if there's other people in the bathroom when that happens to you?
What if there's multiple? That makes it even worse, as if there's multiple people
Well,
that used
but-
to respect you,
It's so easy to fix. You just like close the door and latch it again.
What if-
except they pulled the door off the hinges
What if you're
and ran.
you're too far away to reach the door? 'Cause
Like
you're
it's
in
a
the,
handicap.
You're in the executive stall.
Yeah, what if you're in the... Would that be a terrible thing to do to somebody, Jordan?
That might be something.
Would that be something that would be impolite to do to somebody when they're having a bad day?
Justin, has this ever happened to you?
It might be impolite, but it was really funny. I mean, it would be really funny.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, hypothetically
That might
speaking,
be a funny thing
that
to
may
do
have
to Justin.
maybe
Yeah.
a funny thing that
Yeah.
you guys should.
Yeah, what if it was a public restroom and Jordan did that to me and I'm going to kill him?
He didn't take the door all the way off.
Jordan
Can't
took it
take-
off.
You can't take the door off.
He took the door off and it swung the opposite direction, so I couldn't even pull it closed again and lock it.
No, you were just in the handicap stall, and it was too big. I couldn't reach it.
I couldn't even reach.
Where was this?
It's just in a public bathroom.
Yeah, just
That's
a public
hilarious.
bathroom, just somewhere.
Oh, that's.
Oh
Ah,
my gosh.
that was
Can't
funny.
even.
I
can't
forgot
even-
about that.
Yeah,
Justin
yeah.
will never forget
conveniently.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Justin never forgets about anything. So annoying.
I want some butts! I want some butts!
And that's what's terrible about public restrooms.
Oh gosh.
Well, good times. Well, thank you for joining us on another episode of You Don't Even Know. And Jordan, thank you for embarrassing me enough to cry. And Josiah, it's been fun. And
Yeah.
well, we'd love to hear from all of you on YDEKcast@gmail.com. And we'll see you again soon.
Peace out and have a lovely day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.